Hey, Night of Champions just got off the air. Let's get into it. Uh, we did have a pre-show match. I'm not going to worry about that. But winners of that was Stardust and the Ascension. Don't worry about that. Moving on to our... Oh, first of all, I like to say that the main event in this Night of Champions was pretty eventful, to say the least. So, let's get into this Night of Champions. They just went off the air. They came to us from Houston, Texas, at the Toyota Center. So, our opening match of the night, Kevin Owens versus Ryback for the Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens wins tonight, winning his very first championship since coming to the main roster. So, picking up some huge momentum after losing twice to Cena, then floundering in the upper mid-card, he still kind of had some momentum in a great match with Cesaro at SummerSlam, but Kevin Owens picking up the victory via gouging Ryback in the eyes and rolling him up for the pinfall. Hopefully things start looking up for Kevin Owens and the Intercontinental Championship. Let's hope the curse of this championship is over. Moving on. Crap. Forgetting. What did we have next? Yeah, we had Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev. I don't know if that was next, but whatever. I'm going to review it. We pretty much had Dolph Ziggler pick up the victory over Rusev. Dolph Ziggler coming out with a pair of tights reminiscent of Rick Rude back in the day, where he had a picture of Lana right on his crotch. Very similar to Ravishing Rick Rude during his feud with Jake the Snake Roberts. But Rusev picking up the victory after Summer Rae threw a high heel at Rusev, hitting him in the face. Then Ziggler hitting the zigzag to pick up the victory. We also had New Day versus the Dudley Boys. New Day getting Dudley Boys winning by disqualification because Xavier Woods came in to break up the pinfall. New Day still tag team champions, which kind of like that. It keeps the momentum of New Day going, and the Dudley Boys still can have a little bit longer of a chase. Maybe they can pick it up at Hell in a Cell. Well, in a tables match. And speaking of tables, the New Day decided to get out a table and put Devon and Bubba Ray through it, but Dudley Boys fight back, throw Big E and Kofi out. Xavier turns around and he gets 3D'd right through the table. We also had Nikki Bella versus Charlotte for the Divas Championship. The match was pretty much mostly all Nikki Bella. They made Nikki Bella look way too fucking strong in the match. It was an okay Divas title match, but I would like to have seen a little bit more back and forth between Nikki and Charlotte. But Charlotte picking up the victory with the figure 8 and your new WWE Divas champion. She was also celebrating backstage with her father. Ric Flair showing true emotion with his daughter winning the Divas Championship. Very touching moment between them. I hope she can do well with the Divas Championship and really kick this Divas Revolution into overdrive, because for now it's kind of stalled. And moving on to the next match, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns taking on the Wyatt family. The mystery partner being Y2J, Chris Jericho, and before this, we had another fan jumping the barricade and getting into the fucking ring. Basically, what he tried to do was some kind of comedic thing where he went into the ring standing side by side with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. WWE security, you need to do your fucking jobs and keep these guys on the other side of the goddamn barricades. So, with that little rant aside, the Wyatt family pick up the victory by Braun Strowman getting Chris Jericho into that submission hold. Wyatt family winning the match. Great to see that the Wyatt family are finally being booked strong. Guessing WWE is correcting the mistakes from when the Wyatt family originally debuted. This is a good thing. Hope the Wyatt family can continue looking strong. And also, after the Wyatt family went backstage, we had a little bit of a segment, Dean and Roman standing with Chris Jericho. They try to help Jericho. Jericho walks, bumps, gives Dean Ambrose a little shove. Hopefully, this leads to a feud between Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho. Just imagine how great of a fucking feud that will be. Both are excellent on the mic. Both are excellent in-ring workers. That I see no problem with a feud from those two. Moving on to our double main event. First, we got John Cena versus Seth Rollins. Great back and forth match between these two. But John Cena ultimately picking up the victory. Seth Rollins showing some great strength. John Cena is no longer the only freak of nature on the main roster. Fucking Seth Rollins picking John Cena up off of a reversal and going right into the buckle bomb. Seth Rollins doing a roll through, picking John Cena up to attempt to do an AA, which is pretty much shades of what John Cena usually does. But John Cena reverses that, picks up the victory, wins back his United States Championship. Moving on. Before the world title match, Seth Rollins tries to grab the WWE World Heavyweight title and walk out. John Cena stops him in the aisle, grabs him, gives him an AA right on the fucking ground. Then Seth Rollins gets thrown back in the ring. Sting comes out, starts the match. It was pretty much all Sting in the start of the match. They go outside. They both get on top of the announce table. Seth Rollins shoves Sting right into the Spanish announce table. He goes through it. His back, arm, and head was completely jacked up from hitting those monitors. So then Sting and Seth have a back and forth all the way till Sting collapses and makes you think that this match is going to be ended in a no contest. All it is was great selling by the Icon himself. Seth Rollins and Sting have a move right on the top rope. Sting shoves Seth right off of there, lands on the outside. Sting goes for the Scorpion Deathlock. Seth reaches the ropes. Sting goes for it again. Seth Rollins rolls up, goes for the 1-2-3. Seth Rollins retaining the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Celebrates outside. Sheamus comes out. Bro kicks Seth Rollins. Attempts to cash in. Then the Demon Kane makes his return. He stands over Seth Rollins, choke slams him. Then Sheamus comes out saying like, "Hey, can you step aside? I want to cash in." Then choke slams Sheamus, and then signals and gives Seth Rollins a tombstone pile driver. So basically, the whole beef between Kane and Seth Rollins isn't over. Just remember this. Kane still has beef from when Brock Lesnar took out Kane and shattered his ankle going into Battleground from this year. And also Seth Rollins verbally abusing him. So Kane still is angry from that. So nice touch on WWE doing continuation with a past storyline. They're continuing that storyline. So would be great to see that storyline finally get finished. So I'm pretty much guessing Seth Rollins will beat Kane, rid him from his life, and basically looking forward to Raw tomorrow. Where does Seth, Kane, and Sheamus go from here? And will we see the return of the John Cena US Open Challenge? And if so, who will be the first opponent to take that opportunity at the shot at the United States Championship? This was my review of Night of Champions. I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10, just to be fair. So, till next time, peace the fuck out.